G'day, mate. It's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, sports traveler. 9 January 2024. A week from today, on 16 January 2024, I'll be back in San Diego. Not America's finest city, the world's finest city. But where am I now? I am at the top end, as they say down under, in the Northern Territory, on Mindil Beach, M-I-N-D-I-L. Mindil Beach. Check out the very pretty blue water way in the distance here. And as I look around to a panorama of my own, sponsored by Bananarama, I'm the only person here. The only noise you hear is birds and the howling wind. And hopefully no rain. There were some sprinkles as I walked here down to the beach. I will try to remember to give you a panorama, sponsored by Bananarama. But if I don't, there's not much this way. But this beach, very nice, very low tide here. So where is Mindil Beach? In the Northern Territory, the top end of Australia. Darwin, D-A-R-W-I-N. Darwin is the largest city in the Northern Territory. And what in God's earth am I doing in Darwin? Well, later today, I'm flying to a small country that declared its independence only 22 years ago. And that would be Timor-Leste. And I'll be flying to the capital of Dili, D-I-L-I. Here I'm on Mindil Beach, M-I-N-D-I-L, as opposed to D-I-L-I, which is the capital of Timor-Leste, also known as East Timor. So I'll be flying there later today and then flying back here tomorrow. It's a short trip to East Timor, a very small country, formerly a Portuguese colony, and declared its independence from Indonesia, which I also visited and did not suffer any amnesia, in 2002. So looking forward to that. Then come back here to Darwin, just transfer at the airport, and then it's to Brisbane for a change, to Canberra, then Perth, and then Melbourne, and then Sydney, transfer back to Honolulu, and San Diego, America's and the world's finest city, on Sunday. It is Tuesday. So there's my rest of the week. If you're saying to yourself, damn, Mr. Sports Traveler, you're like the Beach Boys. Round, round, get around, I get around. You'd be right. And speaking of the Beach Boys, this is a nice beach. Mindil Beach, light wind, very humid here in Darwin, even with the sun not out. This is the wet season, and I woke up this morning about sunrise. Nice sunrise here in Darwin. That's been the highlight of the day so far, other than this beach. Darwin, not exactly an exciting city, at least in the wet season. I don't know what it's like here in the dry season. Apparently the dry season is like March to November. So we're in the wet season, which I guess runs from December to February. So I picked the wrong ones to be here. But when you're from the United States visiting another part of the world, Oceania, and the tip of Asia, where I go to Timor. Timor is part of Southeast Asia. But it's only about an hour, hour and a half flight from Darwin. And the only other way to get to Timor is through Bali. I'm not going to Bali on this trip. I went to Jakarta on this trip for the Basketball World Cup and for the Clásico football. Americans read soccer way back, if you can believe this, way back on 1 and 2 September. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The GOAT left San Diego on 22 August, flew to Manila for the thriller of the World Cup basketball. So I left 22 August in San Diego, actually LA to Manila, took a bus up to LA. I've been looking forward to getting home. So getting home on 14 January. I leave the evening of Sunday night from Sydney, and I get home the same day because international dateline, you gain back your day. Of course, when you fly the other way, you lose it. So Mindil Beach here in Darwin. Darwin has about 400,000 people in the greater Northern Territory area. Actually transferred planes last night. My origin was Adelaide. Saw some tennis, the Adelaide Open, or Adelaide International Tennis Tournament at the Drive, on War Memorial Drive, in downtown Adelaide on the riverfront. And then transferred planes in Alice Springs. And Alice Springs got here last night. It was raining, but it's wet season. Got to my hotel, conked out, and here I am. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Overcast. This is pretty typical conditions for the wet season here in Darwin. I'll take the wet not raining versus the wet raining cats and dogs, just because I ain't got no umbrella. So I just want to show you a little bit of what's going on here, Mindil Beach. Let me give you a little panorama sponsored by Bananarama. It's a very nice beach. Let me give you a little panorama here, and then I'm going to end the video, so I'll give you the panorama. So as you can see, boys and girls, you got a nice rock here, and then there's another rock. And as we panorama, a lot of vegetation here. Let me pan up. A lot of vegetation. I came through that walkway over there. And there you go. Now you may notice right here, in the corner of the camera, there's a little something or other going on. The goat dropped his camera! I said I was the greatest sports traveler. I never said I wasn't a klutz. I haven't the faintest clue what that is, but I'll go check it out later. And now we're back, Jack, to where we are. And I said I was my last goat reference, but I'm so pretty. I have to end this video showing you how pretty I am. We hold these three truths to be self-evident. I'm pretty, I'm the prettier, and I'm the prettiest thing that ever lived. It's the goat, over and out.